Hello and welcome to the Motown Show. I'm Shrishti Sharma and today we're going to be diving into the world of commercial vehicle, a segment which has been traditionally quite conservative but in the recent time is undergoing very massive technological changes and quite a dramatic one at that. And definitely, if we look at the CV industry growth in India in the past couple of years, that hasn't been that impressive. The CV industry has grown in the range of very low single digits, but it is going a lot of changes in terms of the newer technologies, newer players entering into the market. And right at the forefront is Blue Energy Motors. And we are right here at the Chakan plant of Blue Energy Motors to understand more of one of their newest offering, and that is India's first heavy-duty electric truck. So let's get started and let's understand more on their big plans. So now let's connect with the man himself, and now let me welcome Mr. Anirudh Bhuwalka, who is the founder and MD of Blue Energy Motors. Anirudh, firstly, congratulations.
Thank you.
And welcome to the Motown Show.
Thank you.
We get to see two of your offerings. One is LNG and this one is the latest edition. Firstly, help us understand more about this battery commercial vehicle. How did you get this idea of getting this to be the first one on the Indian roads, and what's special about it?
So the first one on Indian road just happens to be sheer providence. The idea basically came about way back in 2021 when we were contemplating that the cars are going electric and two-wheelers are going electric and buses are going electric, but nobody's really talking about heavy-duty trucks. Heavy-duty trucks constitutes to almost 44% of automotive pollution, and it is by far the biggest one in terms of CO2. And the idea was that how do we find a solution to decarbonize the sector?
True.
And what you see here today is the first one is LNG that we launched way back in September 2022. It has now become the fastest growing truck in the market. We are the largest in the LNG segment. We have more than 70 million kilometers under it. This truck alone has had an impact of almost 20,000 tons of CO2 savings. And all the leading Fortune 500 companies in India are adopting LNG to reduce their Scope 3 emissions. And the latest offering, which I'm very excited about, is the electric. One hears so much about electric. There's so much euphoria and a push from the government to go electric. And this vehicle in particular is special because it really solves the 5 key challenges of adopting electric. See, all of us know that electric is the future.
Yeah.
With the battery prices coming down and with solar prices coming down, there is no question in our mind. But there seems to be challenges in terms of early adoption. And that is the reason in electric heavy-duty trucks, adoption has been slow. While the government is pushing it, but the adoption is slow. And the reason for that is that there are 5 key challenges. The first one is range.
True.
In cars, we have a range issue. Trucks being larger machines are much more pronounced. The second is charging time. Trucks need to run all the time.
True.
Trucks take almost 1.5 hours to charge. Charging infrastructure. Trucks are large. You need large real estate. So if one has to think of scale, it becomes a challenge to build that kind of infrastructure for charging. Fourth, today capital cost is almost 3 times of diesel. Now, in a developing country like India, where the capital cost is 3 times, even though it's a profitable product, affordability is an issue. And last but not the least, it's not a lifestyle product, it's a truck. So, after doing all of that, the trucker still needs to make money. So, the value proposition, while it's compelling, it's a hard adoption. So, we at Blue Energy Motors have solved all of these 5. And that's why this truck is, I call it, the revolution begins with this, because what you see here is India's first electric heavy-duty truck with battery swapping technology. What it fundamentally does is every 100 to 150 kilometers, you'll have one of these swap stations. So truck just rolls in, and under 5 minutes, the battery gets swapped.
Wow.
So once it gets swapped, then the truck is on its way. Which means what? If you've got a Mumbai swap station and a Pune swap station, technically speaking, you start in the morning, swap in 5 minutes, get to Pune, swap in 5 minutes, and then you're back again. So now, by definition, your range is unlimited because you're stopping for 5 minutes.
True.
By definition, your charging time for the customer is under 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And third, this infrastructure, as you can see, requires not more than 50 square meters to set up. And it's a plug and play. So the infrastructure problem in that sense is resolved. But the elephant in the room is still not that. These are 3 out of the 5 problems that we've solved. The elephant in the room, according to me, is the capital cost. And what this allows us is to separate the truck from the battery. So now I can offer the truck at half the price of otherwise if you would buy a full electric truck. And give battery and give the battery as a service similar to if you would have gone to a gas station to fill diesel. So now when you align and summarize the all 5, range is resolved, charging time is resolved, infrastructure is resolved, capital cost is resolved, you are cheaper than diesel, and last but not the least, you are 100% green.
No, fair point. And this offering looks quite interesting. But how is the cost per kilometer? If you can give us some more understanding on that.
So I'll give you Mumbai-Pune, for example. In Mumbai-Pune today, if you take diesel at 92 or 93 rupees, with the current efficiencies of diesel trucks, the cost per kilometer is roughly about 45 rupees to 50 rupees a kilometer. If I purely take on variable cost, which is just fuel, if you take electricity at 10 rupees or 12 rupees, whatever there is in Maharashtra today, and you take 1.5 or 1.8 units per kilometer, it will cost you about 20 to 22 rupees. So just on fuel alone, the arbitrage is quite substantial.
Understand.
So in my view, in every application aspect, you will see that the diesel to electric arbitrage is quite significant. And as the electricity prices keeps coming down, this will become even more substantial.
But Anirudh, I think it's almost been a month that you have launched this product, and I'm sure that you must have got that first mover advantage as well. So how will that play in as per you? Because I'm sure taking cues from you, the kind of response that LNG, one of your offerings, got, some of the other players have also started entering. But even the electric space will look lucrative to them. So one, how are you seeing the response right now? What sort of an order book is already there? What sort of inquiries are you getting? And going ahead, how do you see the competition kicking in?
So, I think that, and I often say this, that once in 100 years, you come upon an opportunity where the industry is going to substantially change. And we are going through that time, and we at Blue Energy, we are a catalyst for that. Which means what? That the whole sector is a sunrise sector, and the demand is massive. So there is no single player, in my view, who can really cater to this demand. So I think that with any new technology and with any new sunrise sector, you're going to see massive growth coming in, and there is going to be room for everybody to participate. Okay, so we've got an overwhelming response, obviously, because of our launch. One has to wait and watch how these translates into orders. But one thing is very certain, that the trend is very clear. Electric is here, whether you like it or not. It's just a matter of time how quickly it scales up.
No, but how quickly it can scale it up for you is what I was wondering. Because if you see the whole CV industry, in the past couple of years, they have shown not a great growth, if we can call it, I think, low single digit. But yes, your technology is a new one. What all you will build will be on a very low base, or rather just the start. So what sort of a growth is what you are penciling in, and how do you see the industry growing in terms of penetration?
I mean, if you were to look at Blue Energy Motors, we have a 300% growth over last year.
Okay.
But like I said, it's from a small base. So while the percentages are very impressive, the absolute numbers are slowly but growing. So with any other exponential technology, the way it works is that the growth happens slowly but surely under the radar, and then suddenly. And I think that you are going to see that transition happening in alternate fuels as well, where right now a lot of awareness is being created, a lot of euphoria is being created, a lot of first mover, the people, the early adopters are starting to kick in. And as this starts to bite in, you will see the network effect kicking in, and everybody will want to participate. So it's just that cycle. Now, what we are betting on, that cycle is going to come fast.
Yeah.
But who knows? We are pushing it.
But which sectors are you pushing in, if I may ask? Because you have a lot of clients already. I was just going through your website. But in terms of the sectors also, which sectors do you believe that you will get the most of the demand? Because for now, it's almost 150 kilometers, at least in one charge. So based on that, I think that your client will depend.
So the way this works is heavy-duty trucks are designed for heavy-duty cargo. So that is defined. Steel, cement, mining, oil and gas, e-commerce, sports, so on and so forth. That is defined. What changes is that customers who want to operate in short haul, like a Mumbai-Pune leg, will start to adopt electric. Customers who want to do long haul, like Mumbai-Delhi, will start to adopt LNG. So we see the adoption happening in terms of what is the distance that they want to cover across these 6 sectors. So that's the way I think that, and every sector is very excited about it because either their investors are pushing them to reduce their scope 3 emissions, either the government is pushing them or they themselves are pushing it. Because, like I said, one of the holy grail of commercial vehicle is cost competitiveness to diesel. And what we have solved at Blue Energy Motors is that both these trucks that you see are competitive to diesel, if not cheaper.
True.
So if mass market green has to adopt, it has to be in the backdrop of economics. And what we have been able to do at Blue Energy is crack that. So we believe the adoption should be faster.
No, I'm sure about it. But now let's talk about some of the other offerings. So yes, we see 2 of your great offerings right there, some new technologies. But once you have pioneered it, what are the plans to expand more? For now, the focus is only on these.
See, I think, it is not about expanding product range. I think it is about, we want to go more vertical deep than horizontal.
Okay.
Because these technologies and these products are very applied products. They require a lot of intensity and focus to get these right. So the way we are going to strategize is that we will expand our product, but it will be slowly over a period of time. We're not in a hurry to expand product portfolio. This is our second offering after 3 years.
Yeah.
So we do it very well. We do it in a very single-minded focus. And we will do it in that way and not be worried about how much market share and how much horizontal growth we are getting out of it.
I think that the brand will speak itself and the product will speak itself.
We're all about the product and that requires a single-minded attention to detail, and that's what we are trying to do.
So Anirudh, tell us more about this facility. How much is the production line and what's the capacity utilization currently?
So this plant is designed to do 10,000 trucks a year. That's the capacity of this plant. And this is another disruption that we've done, that we built a modular facility. Because see, alternate fuels is new technology. You don't want to build large investments up front. So we built a very modular facility, and this facility we can build in 180 days anywhere in the world. Okay, so that's the way we've designed it. And right now, of course, the capacity is low because alternate fuel is just picking up. But we believe in the next couple of years, we should get up to a high utilization of this capacity very fast.
No, that's great. But Anirudh, before we wrap this discussion, what are the IPO plans, if I may ask? Because see, you are in an interesting business. I know that the business is just getting to start off new technologies, new products, but even the markets look exciting.
No, so I think we've just recently concluded a capital raise round. So we are a zero debt company. We have adequate runway. I think the focus now is to build some volume out of these products, and then we'll see. I mean, one of the things that we don't want to really focus upon is more capital raising for now, and public meaning more responsibilities and more capital raising. So we're good for now. I think we've got a job to do. Let's do that, then we'll see where it goes.
Okay. All eyes on that. But Anirudh, so good having you on the channel today. Thank you so much.